Hello everybody, and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 113 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. Hello everyone, how are you guys doing? So we're going to have a roll of 1964D Lincoln Memorial cents. These are all from mint sets inside mint cellos. Hello everybody. This roll here I got off of eBay. Came in a nice little Ziploc bag like this. I believe there are 50 in here. So I'll empty these out and we can begin. So we did a roll of these last night and we pretty much struck out. We were looking, hoping to find some varieties and some RPMs because there is a mint mark on this, of course, being from the Denver Mint. So we will go through these and kind of look at the quality of these. This is from the same person as last night, and so the condition of them seemed like they were mostly kind of like MS63, 64s. There was a little bit of carbon spots on them, and it seems pretty normal for the years. And so after we go through them and kind of look at the condition, we can zoom in and see if we can find anything special. So how are you guys all doing tonight? Welcome to the channel. And so looks like this one has a fingerprint on it and a couple little spots. It was a pretty good day on eBay. I got to get a lot of coins listed. If any of you guys were watching my video uploads from today, it may have felt like we were stuck in a Groundhog's Day coin loop. I got in a lot of 1957 proof Washington quarters, and so we were going through those as fast as we could, and we still have more of them for tomorrow. I got in a lot of PCGS graded Washington quarters, and it looked like they were pretty much all proof 65, proof 66s, and there's many more of them to go. I guess somebody was liquidating their proof quarter collection, and I just happened to be at the right time at the right place. And normally I pick up early proof coins, and I just really happened to luck out, and I hit the jackpot with that one. So really happy about those, but it does feel a little bit repetitive. So I do apologize for you guys, but if you guys don't like quarters, I do have lots of other playlists, so you guys don't have to watch all the quarters. We'll be doing quite a few quarters tomorrow. I hope to finish the 1957 proof quarters tomorrow. But some very nice coins. It looks like they're all in really good conditions. The slabs are mostly in sequential order. Must have been somebody's bulk submission of proof coins. And I'd love to find another container here for these, because basically I'm opening up and closing the bag every time I'm putting one of these away. But with these all have their little Denver Mint tokens attached, and so they take up quite a bit of space here where I'm working. But it looks like for the most part, most of these do not look like ones that if I was to decide to send them in to get graded, they don't quite look like the quality is up enough. I'd want to find some ones that were, kind of blemish, carbon spot free. Which, this is pretty common for the year, but they're not quite to the quality. Like, if I was going to be sending in a bulk submission of these, I think I'd want to start with ones that didn't have spots. However, the spots aren't going to completely kill them, and hopefully some of these will be a little bit better. Let me move a little closer to you guys. See if we can, let me see if I can maybe get the glare off a little bit, because I feel like a bunch of the coins we're seeing half glare. And the mint cellos aren't flat, they're kind of curved, of course, here, so that can be a little bit harder to get like a smooth shot of the coins. And so we'd still have 4 PayPal Cash prizes up for those of you guys who haven't entered them. Check out the Cash PayPal giveaways that are in the description below the video. And so there's 4 of them total. You guys can enter as many times as you want. I think most of them have 13 available entries. And if you guys are smart, you'll probably be able to figure out how to do more entries than that. But there's just the one rule that whatever email that you use to register for the giveaways has to be able to accept PayPal so that I can send you guys the prize. And we had one problem where one person's email wasn't able to receive stuff. And I was able to contact them and they were able to give me another email. So as long as you're able to like continue the communication, you should be good. I'm not going to disqualify someone just because it doesn't work the first time. I will try to touch base with you and say, hey, it's not working. Because if somebody wins, I want them to get their prize. And we also have a fifth PayPal cash giveaway where if somebody, if we get 25 people in here watching tonight, we will do an additional one live on the stream, which we haven't had the chance to do yet because we haven't had 25 people, but we've got up to 22. So I believe it can happen. We just gotta be patient and wait and see, and I bet we can get it to go. So some of these seem like they're in a little bit better condition. The front of this one looks really nice. If the back is as nice, this one almost looks like it could have a shot as like a MS65. A couple little tiny spots. I'd say MS65 is probably as high as this one could go. I have seen worse 66s, but they might have had a lucky day and gotten a 66 instead of a 65. And so once we finish going through just kind of looking at these, we'll zoom in and we'll take closer looks at the mint marks, and we'll take closer looks at the higher devices on the coins and see if we can find any notching or signs of double dies. Which when we were looking through the 1964 proofs, we had some really good luck. But for right now, we're 0 and 1 for these 1964 Ds, so I'm hopeful we will have some better luck tonight. Almost want to say the odds are with us tonight because we looked through 50 and didn't find any. So maybe 51 through 100 will yield us some luck. So hope you guys are having a good weekend. I know it's Saturday night, and so if you guys are with me, joining me here, I thank you. It's a lot of fun doing these streams. And last night, it seemed like the last couple of nights we've been like, zoomed in for most of the show. And it seems like they're going a little bit longer. And I don't know if it's necessary to do it all the time like that. But when we were doing proofs, it seemed to really, really be working out good. And so I did look, we do have a roll of 1964p. I believe that will be the next roll that we get to do here on the show. And that might be tomorrow night, it might be Monday night. My weekends seem to be getting fuller and fuller. And I like to try to do a stream every night. If you guys know, my regularly scheduled streams are on Wednesday and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. But this is what I do for fun, so whenever I'm able to and have the free time, I do bonus streams, which has turned out to about 29 out of 30 non-scheduled nights a month, which is pretty much every night. But occasionally, sometimes these go up to midnight, sometimes later. So I've been needing to get, at least a full night of sleep at least once a month, sometimes every other month. And I seem to go pretty good, burning the candle on both ends. But it's just that tomorrow I know I have another 20 PCGS coins to list up on eBay. So I imagine tomorrow I will be spending a good amount of time doing that. And it'll be fun. Haven't even gotten a chance to look at the auctions tomorrow night. But hopefully there'll be some nice coins. I had some good luck at the auction house tonight. I don't know if there's like a major coin show going on, but I kind of felt like I was the only one bidding on a bunch of stuff. I did see that gold prices and silver prices have kind of spiked. And so I don't know if people are getting like, gold fever and silver fever again. It seems like whenever the price rises, people seem to like really flock towards the gold and silver. And I definitely don't blame them. It's like when people see something like shooting up, it's definitely fun to get in on the action. I'm always just a little bit wary by the time everybody's getting into something. Sometimes that's when it's time to get out. I have a feeling that things are going to continue to go up and down and up. I think more up until the elections are over. It seems like whenever there is a 4-year election going on, everybody is kind of unsure about what the future will bring. And that's understandable. I don't know, like this year in particular has really kind of like shooken up the world with the pandemic and everything, and I feel like a lot of people took a lot of things for granted. And it's understandable, you spend an entire lifetime just getting used to everything in life, and then all of a sudden everything you kind of expected all of a sudden seems like it can't be taken for granted. So I guess it's a good reminder just in general that we should live life and be safe, of course, but enjoy it while we can, because we never know what tomorrow will bring. So tonight I'm drinking something a little different. Got some tea here tonight. I think it has everything to do with the fact that my coffee stash is kind of running a little bit low. I need to get sponsored here by Starbucks or some really good coffee company, and I will drink coffee on my stream every night and talk about the brand happily as I drink it and love it. Starbucks Jeff, if you have any pull in the Starbucks world, let me know. I've seen you on here a couple times. Starbucks, if you're listening, get me sponsored. I will, coffee and coins. Let me get some. That's a little bit better. Seems like I was getting out of focus. No. There we go. There I am. And there's Lincoln. I can only imagine what I'd be like if I was streaming here on like energy drinks or something like that. I know that a lot of gamers just love energy drinks. I've been more of kind of a coffee. I feel like when I was younger, more sodas. Good time, staying up late, drinking Coca-Cola, playing video games, eating ice cream. Yes, anybody else feeling like brownies and ice cream right now? I sound like a paid product placement. Brownies and ice cream, everybody. Brownies and ice cream. Brownies and ice cream. And coins, and pizza, and nachos. Some good times. I'm wondering how William Voss Gaming is doing tonight. He's been hanging on, waiting for YouTube to verify his YouTube partner program, and I'm wishing him good luck. If you guys haven't checked out William Voss's gaming, he plays a lot of video games, like a really nice variety. It's a friendly guy. Check out his channel. I'm looking forward to, I believe Copper Coins is doing an auction tonight or tomorrow night. And so if you guys have never checked out Copper Coins before, Chuck has a really good channel. Jessica, I believe, will be doing the auction tomorrow. And speaking of coin channels, Logan's Coins is here. Hello, Logan's Coins. How are you doing tonight? Welcome to the channel. This one here looks pretty nice. Let's take another look at the reverse. Just a couple little tiny blemishes on the coin. If you guys haven't checked out Logan's Coins, fill in Logan's Coins into the YouTube browser, and you know, check out that beautiful new logo that he has. You will recognize it when you type in Logan's Coins on YouTube. And hope you're having a good night, Logan. How are you doing? Having any luck today? Win any silver here on YouTube? If so, tell me all about it. This one is a little bit better looking here as well. I got to check out a channel, I believe it's Ben, the Coin Geek tonight. And Ben was looking at a bunch of coins that he had submitted to PCGS for grading. He had found some really beautiful toners in some mint sets. I believe they were like early proof sets from the 50s and 60s, and he just kind of wanted to experiment and see if PCGS would give him if they would give him a solid grade on the coins. And it looks like he got a nice red brown and a brown for some beautiful blue and purple and yellow coins. 3 packages is good. Sorry, no silver yet tonight. There's still hope, my friend. You can't win silver if you don't enter into silver prize giveaways. What's in the 3 packages, Logan? Anything exciting? It sounds fun. I always like getting mail, except for it's always work inside the mail, but I guess all my work is usually beautiful coins, so it's a win. And I got to win a really nice 1970s proof small date tonight. It'll be my, I don't believe I have one. I think I've had one before, but it sold ages ago. So I'll finally have a 1970 small date. Are you gonna make, are these coins in your packages? Are you gonna make videos of what's inside? Is it like a mail call, or did you order something? Did you get that 1909 SVDB you've been talking about wanting? That would make a cool video. I've never done a video of a 1909 SVDB. So it looks like we've got about 5 or 6 more of these to look at up close. And then we can start zooming in and see if we can find something cool. And so I have a lot of these early mint Cellos. So we're on 1964s right now, but we are slowly working our way back in time. So I believe after we finish up with the 64s, I believe I have 63s, 2s, 61s, 60s, 59s, 58s, 57s, 56s, and some mixed proof rolls. Excuse me. That's the difference between coffee and tea is very, very... Wait, what's happening? The tea's making me talk funny too. Nobody's subbed to that account yet. I'll just give it time. Pretty soon you'll wake up one morning and you'll have like 1,000 subscribers on there. Maybe probably what you want to do is make an account like that that's Blue Ridge Silverhounds, and I bet you would get like 1,000 subscribers so fast. I never even thought that's how to get 1,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel video. just make your YouTube video channel the same name as a super popular high subscriber count. I don't know if you could get in trouble for that, but it does seem like it lets people make YouTube names the same as people that have a lot of people on them. So it seems like you can do it. If only I thought about that a year ago, we could just warp speeded ahead and gone straight to the future. But I like being here where I am, just getting to become monetized with 5,000 coin videos for people to watch. If they like one, there is 5,000 more plus for them to check out. So here we are on the last one already. So this is the general quality of this roll. It seems like, I feel like pretty much everyone had at least one little darker spot on them. So I wouldn't say they're all beautiful gems, but for those of you who were watching this because you're interested in these coins from a listing on eBay in the future, because that's where these are probably destined to go, that's the general quality. If you choose to watch any further, you're welcome to, and you will see what could be in this roll, or what will be in this roll, because we're going to go through all the coins and look at the fronts and backs. Alright, so let me dump these out again. Woohoo! It's Christmas. There's coins everywhere. Alright, so let's see. Oh, stretch. My shirt's too tight or something. Alright, let's bring this a little lower. Bring it a little closer. Alright, so first we're going to need some lights because we're going to go in close. So I think we're gonna try to kind of hang out a little bit farther. However, every time I say that, then it's like I'm seeing like machine damage and stuff, like doubling, and it makes me super curious, and so I want to go in closer. Let's just see what it looks like closer. So yeah, you can see the kind of doubled, but it's like, when this doubles and it's machine damage, you can see how the coins, how it gets pulled towards the outer devices, and that is not really what we are looking for. We want some notching. So we're going to zoom back, or we'll start on the other side and flip it. We'll see if we can see what it looks like. And so this just makes it a little bit easier. I feel like I see machine damage on the reverse here as well. So I'm not seeing anything on that one. We've got 49 left to go. I didn't count these, but they should be as advertised. Looks like we have a machine doubling on this one. Kind of looks like the exact same coin, same die. And I mean, it's funny, like I feel like it's easier to see the similarities between the dies here when we're not zoomed all the way in. And I wish I had a way to make these bags stay open a little bit better. So I'm pretty much like opening and closing. Now, I feel like that L there looks a little interesting to me. So let's zoom in a little closer. Oh, sure. See if we can move it. There almost looked like there was something kind of resting on the top. Maybe that was actually just a mint cello. Okay, we'll go back. I think it was just mint cello. There just kind of looked like there was something resting on the top of the L, but it looks like it was false advertising. So this one looks similar to the other two, a little bit different, but like all the devices on the front, just they're really kind of pushed out. And there does seem to be some kind of doubling here, which I believe is machine doubling as well. We'll maybe cruise through the coin here and just see what the extent of it is. And then we can take a look at the then we can take a look a little bit closer at some of it. Just I'm a little bit curious. This one's definitely a different one. And so you can see like pretty much to the east of all of the letters here. Almost all the letters. It's funny how it's some of them, but not others. We're seeing, you know, kind of some doubling. And I believe that this is machine damage rather than like a double die. So I'll just put that one aside so that we can kind of reference, see if we find some other ones that are similar. But what I do find interesting is I feel like we weren't finding almost anything like that on any of the coins last night. And it's almost like all of the interesting ones were put in one bag, and all of the other ones, because these came from the same person as the ones we looked at last night. And so if we're lucky, all these ones with some machine doubling, maybe they will all be in the same bag as ones that have some sort of notching on them as well, which is what we're looking for. And not seeing anything on any of the mint marks here. If I see anything that I even possibly think could be a repunch mint mark, we will be zooming in on that. I feel like usually, like if we're seeing any doubling on these, I feel like I'm able to usually see it on the top. The L looks a little bit messy. Might just be the mint cello. How's everybody doing? You guys all having good weekends, I hope? And so we've just looked through about 5 or 6 of these now, I think. We're seeing pretty heavy machine doubling on these ones. And move this, see if we can get a clearer look at the mint mark. Not seeing anything there. We're seeing heavy machine damage or doubling damage on a bunch of the coins here. We found one that had some pretty good doubling on it, but it's not a double die. I believe it's just damage. But the 1964 Ds, it looks like there are a lot of double dies. There's a lot of repunchment marks. So we're definitely looking for anything here, because there's a lot of anything to find. A lot of somethings. There's a lot of the L here in Liberty seems to be a real hot spot for picking up stuff. The D and the mint mark, that's a really good place to be looking. But we just got to keep our eyes wide open. If anybody watching, they think that they're seeing anything, speak up. I do not know every single variety. I try to check these out, try to check out the different varieties before watching or before making the show. And so I try to do some research when I'm doing these solid date rolls, but I have a lot to learn, so always let me know what you guys think. And there is a little bit of a delay here, so the sooner you think you see something, the easier we can get things checked out. I feel like this one looks a little bit different than the other coins that we've been looking at so far. It seems like it was it's a little bit higher quality, not as much damage. Maybe a little bit of doubling on the bottom of America there, but it looks like machine doubling. Kind of something going on the bottom of the N there, but I believe it looks like it's just a mark of some sort. Hey, metal detecting with Austin Simpsons. No, that is the original Time Travelers coin exchange. I just copied his account and took over the name. So he kind of comes here and reminds me who is boss sometimes, and I feel a little bit bad about it, but he wasn't using the name, so it is all mine now. I believe it is the artist who was formerly known as Logan's Coins. He seems to be, I believe Logan's Coins is a doppelganger, and he is able to shapeshift his YouTube account into anybody's YouTube account. So I believe it's him having some fun. He likes to try to make me laugh. He usually does a pretty good job at it. How are you doing tonight, metal detecting with Austin Simpson? I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. We are checking out another roll of 1964 Ds here. Hey, Paul Hampton, welcome. So we're checking out these 1964 Ds. We're finding quite a bit of machine damage on this roll. It's from the same person, but it seems like there are more interesting looking coins on this one. We haven't found any double dies yet, but they're like what I feel like last night we weren't seeing much machine damage, and so I'm hoping maybe this roll was kind of the more interesting coins. I believe the Evil Twin is a doppelganger, and I believe it is Logan's Coins having some fun. But welcome to the channel. Welcome back, Paul Hampton. Oh, cutting your finger open does not sound fun, Austin. I'm sorry to hear that. That would make my job, along with a lot of different people's jobs, a lot more difficult. Let's go check out this W. It's like I feel like there's machine damage to the north. But then there was also this like little line. Am I just not focused here? I'm all over the place. I'm like caffeinated on tea and coffee tonight, so we'll see what goes on here. I believe that is just machine damage there as well. Let's look at that S for a second. Is it just me, or does that S have like kind of like a split serif where like there's like the normal part up at the top and then it kind of snakes down? That is good. Did you split it? Did you split it doing some metal detecting today? Yeah, I'd always like be like digging out the hole, digging out the coin, and I'd like find like a big chunk of glass. And I always try to wear gloves, but it's like sometimes I forget them or sometimes it goes right through. That S looks really interesting there. Hey William Voss Gaming, welcome. I am totally wondering if you got your a YouTube partner. So yeah, this one looks kind of interesting to me. I'll maybe put it aside. I'll have to check it out. I don't know one that has a split S like that. It looks more interesting than anything I've seen on these ones yet. Welcome to the channel tonight, William Voss Gaming. Good to see you again. It was fun getting to watch some videos of you playing games today. I have not played Roblox before, so that was kind of interesting to watch. This P, the P and the R and the U kind of look interesting here. You're a one-finger typist. I'm sorry to hear. Yeah, I found a double-ended axe one-time metal detecting on my property, and it was really weird. It was like just like a really big fire axe that had two ends, and I dug it up out of the ground. It was about a foot in the ground, and I just left it laying there on the property in the middle of the woods. And then when I came back to look at it the next day, it and the crowbar that I dug up were gone. And I don't have a lot of people kind of walking around on the property here, so it was kind of interesting to dig it up, have it be like not exposed to the world, and then the one day that I dig it up out of the ground, it all of a sudden disappears. Gosh, the light is giving me a tough time with this, trying to focus. It's definitely interesting too, like, I enjoy the business strike coins, but I feel like the proof ones have really spoiled me. Take some closer looks at this one while we're at it. Yeah, no, I wasn't able to see too much. I believe it's just all machine doubling. It was just, you know, the lines and stuff, but it also seems like the lines are kind of in the center of the coins. We'll keep on moving here. I thought the S on the front was the most interesting thing about the coin. Well, I hope they get there, and it can just take 30 days sometimes. I mean, it's not a perfect system. Maybe your channel fell on somebody's desk that isn't as efficient as other people. I'm sure we've all worked somewhere where there was one employee that was not quite as sharp of a tool as the rest of the employees. Some people move a little bit slower. Sometimes things just fall through the cracks. Hopefully that's not the case. Maybe somebody took a 3-day weekend who was in charge of checking out your channel. I mean, accidents do happen, but they're no fun when they happen to you. And then you have to kind of, be the person, like you're the person that like suffers from it, not the YouTube employee. So that can't be any fun. Was it so you found a double-headed axe? I think you said that it was worth it. Was the double-headed axe what was worth it? What was worth it today? I feel like the R and the P on this one kind of look similar to the last one. It's like I do feel like zoomed in at this level, I feel like, Paul, I'm able to see kind of the similarities between the dies, while last night when I was zoomed in farther, I wasn't seeing as much of the whole picture, more just like little pieces. And it seems a little bit easier to see things. I know, that's the hardest part. I could ask you a couple questions. Is your channel, I'm assuming your channel with the COPA laws and stuff, it is not for children, even though there's a bunch of video games that kids probably do play as well. I guess the reason that I'm asking is I believe one of the videos that I watched on your channel tonight, there was some nicotine, or there was some partaking of nicotine. And I don't know, I know I watch YouTube channels and watch people, drinking, smoking, doing all different things. And I don't know if that has any effect on becoming YouTube partner. And if so, if it only would affect if, your videos are being made for kids as well. But it was just one random thought. I was thinking of your channel and trying to like look at it and think of, is there any reason why they would be delaying it? Okay, so your entire channel is marked for not for kids, so I can't see what the problem would be then. Like I could see if it was marked for kids and then they were like, oh, there's some nicotine, maybe we're not trying to, have kids watch that. If YouTube was around 20 years ago, no one would even be batting an eye or thinking about it. All right, maybe I'll check out that mint mark in 1 second. We'll see if there's anything else to look at. It's not like I saw a line on the D. And here, I want to see another S here, just because that one S that we looked at, it looked like there was kind of like 2 parts to it. Now this one looks kind of thicker than the other one, so I'm thinking maybe the other one just had a line going through it. And I see nothing up close on the mint mark. You can see kind of that darker spot there. I think that I thought that that was like some sort of line on it. So here, let me unzoom out and we will flip it over. So we are looking for notches on any of the letters. We're looking for any just like huge right in our face doubling here. The bottom of the E there looks like machine doubling. I don't know, there almost looks like there's a notch at the bottom of the E. Maybe we'll zoom in, just check that out a little closer. I believe it's just because of the way that just the way that it's kind of damaged there. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. I'll zoom back out and get ready for the next coin. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I'm guessing, William, it is just random human. It's just the faultiness of people being human. That no one is perfect. I don't see anything wrong with your channel. Why they want. Yeah, I forget to put things on live chat sometimes, and then I like turn it on, and I'm like, sorry, I didn't know anybody was in here. Doesn't happen, you know. Most people it shows, and I have no idea why it doesn't show people sometimes. It's like totally weird. It's like everybody's. I'm just talking to myself. And it's not like he's just saying like, "Hey there," like, you know, he's writing like nice big paragraphs, you know, well punctuated, you know, very human-like. Well, glad we are all in the same conversation. Now, anybody else watching who is not seeing any chat, it's always a good idea to be in live chat rather than top chat. I guess if there is a bunch of, you know, spam going on in the dialogue, you know, sometimes I guess it can be clearer to read things there. But that does not seem to be the case here most of the time. And so I was almost thinking, so like I got in like a huge batch of 1957 proof Washington quarters, all graded by PCGS. So I've been doing, you know, my PCGS videos of them, and I did a bunch today, and I'll do a bunch tomorrow, and maybe some after that if I don't get them finished. But I don't know if there's any interest in doing a show where we just look at, you know, nice high-grade proof Washington quarters from 1957. I don't know if there's any good varieties for us to kind of search for. Good question. I believe the reason that there is a top chat is because on some channels things are getting so spammed out. Sometimes people, you know, are just typing 1,000 things into the chat at once. And so it's a way to just kind of clean things up without a mod having to do a bunch of work. But that is a great question, and why it doesn't just put everybody into live chat. And I don't know, maybe it has something to do as well with after a stream ends. Maybe when people are checking out the live stream, maybe it just makes it easier for people afterwards to read like more of the important stuff, but it makes no sense to me. But not everything on YouTube makes sense at the same time. like why William is not a YouTube partner gaming channel yet. There's no reason, there's no rhyme. And hopefully tomorrow or later tonight, it'll be a different story, and William will be telling us all about how he is now a YouTube partner. What is your plans once you become a YouTube partner, William? Do you have any big plans? How are things going to change on your channel? I mean, it's got to feel good because you're like pretty much there. Like it's not easy to get the 4,000 watch hours, let alone, you know, I felt like it took forever to get to 1,000 subscribers for me. And then once I got there, I was like, whoa, I still need 3,000 more watch hours. But it does seem like once you have 1,000 subscribers, things start to pick up a little bit faster. But if you guys haven't checked out William Voss gaming channel, if you guys like video games, William plays a ton of different games. And so if you guys like video games but don't know what to play, he tries out a bunch of different ones, and so you can kind of watch a whole bunch of different stuff, and you might find one that you are in love with. Well, that's what I like about your channel already, William, is like it's basically like game reviews for me, because most of the games that you play, I have never played. Like the Roblox one that I was watching, like I've never played. I've heard about it, but I've never seen it. It looked kind of fun. It definitely looked like you could be a bunch of weird, different kind of characters, like nothing I've ever seen in a game. It definitely looks different than something I've played before. So yeah, I'm not seeing any RPMs here. I'm not seeing any double dies yet, and for how many there are, I'm a little bit surprised. Perhaps the person that I bought them from, you know, is a really talented variety hunter, and so these are ones that have already been hunted. But there's, you know, only one way, and people do make mistakes. People do get tired, put the wrong pile in the wrong pile. What's your favorite game, William, that you've gotten to play? I love games. I had to like kind of take a break from games, so like gaming channels like yours kind of lets me like play, or like I get to like see people play, and I don't get, you know, it keeps me just enough interested so I watch the videos, but not so interested that I go and play the games for like 20 hours straight. Because when I play the games 20 hours straight, I end up not making YouTube videos and not taking care of my eBay store. So it's better for me at the moment to watch other people play than it is to play myself. And depending on what time I get off of here tonight, maybe I can check out a couple more of your games. I think the first time I watched your channel, I ended up like watching it way too late. I fell asleep with it going. Not because of your gameplay, but because it was really late and I wasn't filling my coffee cup back up. I remember when I used to play games late at night, I'd like I think like World of Warcraft, I would wake up and I would like still be playing the game, but I'd be like running against a wall. Like I would have been like running across like a field or the map. And then I'd fall asleep and I'd wake up and I would just, my character would be like running against a wall. Or I'd like wake up and I would have found like a legendary like item, and then like I'd wake up. I'd remember like the gold item dropping and being all excited, and then I'd wake up and I wouldn't be in the game anymore. I'd be in the game in real life and there'd be no legendary weapon. And I'd be like, no, I found one, finally. That was too slow, I missed your last message. Come on, big money. Oh, come on, little money. Little money on little coins. I think it would be super fun to find like just an outstanding variety that no one had ever found like live on a stream. I think that would definitely make my night. Obviously couldn't happen all the time. The E looks a little interesting there. I think I want to zoom in on that mint mark. Oh, the pains of looking through these mint cellos sometimes. Really? Come on. I totally thought I saw something. I have not played any of those. Like literally I have not played a video game since I started my first coin video here last year. See if I can find a place in this mint cello where we can see. How is it so? Well, I just can't tell. Like, I thought I could see something, and then, like, then it just totally... It almost, it almost looks... Maybe I'm just trying too hard, Paul. It's just, I can't see it. Like, I mean, I feel like it almost looks split. It just, it won't light up, like, the light won't hit it right. Like I get a shadow. I think it is split. I mean, it's like if I look at it just like this, I think I can see a top and bottom part. And when I look at it without it, like if you look at the shadow, like there looks like there's basically like a square notch, like a square pixel out of it. On the bottom, not so much. I can't see anything going on in the bottom. Like right there, that looks like a little tiny notch. Like I feel like I see a square notch in it. I think that this might be an RPM. It's like the only one in here, and it's like, it looks like it's probably a super, super minor variety if it is, like barely, barely noticeable. Maybe outside of the mint cello, it would be a little bit easier. But if that was one, then that gives us a little bit of hope here. I'll put that one off to the side. If I can get a clearer view. Hey, 710 is Oil Upside Down. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing tonight? It looks like we may have found an RPM in here, just a very, very, very minor one. But it really was, these mint cellos are giving us trouble tonight. Yeah. We will look and see if we can find some major ones instead. We will keep on looking. And that's the thing that's hard too, is that like when they are so minor like that, chances are they're not listed, and then I'll spend like a day just trying to figure out what it is, and then just feel like, wow, I spent all this time trying to figure out what this coin that's probably only worth a couple bucks. And we'll have to relocate this one. Okay. Not seen anything on that mint mark. When I turned it on the angle, the mint cello kind of looked like it stretched it a little bit. That R kind of looks interesting there. The hole is much smaller. Kind of looks like there's a little, it's probably a little gash out of the U there as well. So we have hope. If there is a very, very, very minor RPM in here, maybe there is a chance that there is something a little bit sweeter. There definitely seems like there is a lot more machine damage on this roll. I feel like this roll is more interesting than the last one we got to go through. Does that P look, like I feel like I see a little line going down it on the edge, but does that look fatter than a normal P? I think I'll have to look at another one to see how fat that's supposed to be. So we'll do just that. We'll check out another one, see what it is. It's like, sometimes I have to look at a couple. You'll be waiting for a while, Paul, for me to identify them all. Like, that is definitely a skill I need to spend more time on. That's kind of like how the coin vault has opened. You know, that's how it kind of like started, was like, okay, I have all these rolls that I put away that I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of errors in here, because I found a bunch of coins that looked cool and put them away, and I'm like, I will go through and try to find out what these are in the future. I feel like that P did look a little thicker when I'm looking at another one. Okay, I will, I put that other one down just until I looked at another one. Let's look at some dots, shall we? It's like one of the dots is incomplete next to the P, and then the one below it kind of almost looks a little, it's like a half a dot. And then this one is like missing like the tops and bottoms, I feel like, which makes it look a little thicker. The little line to next to it is, I guess this one got a half a dot, but I don't think that's an error. And it almost looks like the P almost looks like it's smashed somehow or something. The E looks a little bit chewed up. I know it's in a mint cello. I'm gonna zoom out. It's time traveler in the future. Or is that the past time traveler? Careful, time travelers. We can't both be in the same place at the same time. And I'm still zoomed in. What am I doing? There we go. But I guess you're there and I'm here. Maybe it's safe for us to coexist on YouTube at the same time. Just don't do anything dangerous. And if anybody here hasn't entered all the PayPal Cash giveaways, you guys are invited. They're in the description below the video. I know they're only $10 cash PayPal prizes, but we are a new channel here, and in the future I will make them bigger. But for now, it's what I can do to say thank you for all the support. You guys have all been awesome, and thank you guys so much for helping me become a YouTube partner. Really, really appreciate it. So at least with your rolls, you know that they're all RPMs and different double dies. You just don't know exactly which ones they are. It's like a gold mine for someone sometime, somewhere, to be able to sort them all out. Did Chuck at Copper Coins have any interest in like sorting them all out? Or was he like, yeah, you can send them to me, I'll take them. I'll find out what they are. And I guess it's kind of understandable because, you know, that's one of the things about role searching is like finding and identifying what things are. It definitely does take a while to do. And, you know, by the time somebody puts a bunch of time into finding them, that it seems to add kind of to the worth, because, you know, you can't, you know, you can get lucky and just randomly look down at a coin and be like, oh, you know, it's this fancy coin. But that doesn't happen every time, for sure. I need to make like a computer program that can just filter out everything in these mint cellos, or like, it's like, you know how they can like take video footage and like kind of like, you know, bring up the resolution, make it look a little bit nicer. I need like a program that can do that with these coins in mint cellos, so that like we can bring up the resolution so we can identify things easier. Like maybe a little bit of machine damage to the south of the devices. It's like how well developed the roof is on these. Like I remember when we were looking for the floating roofs in the 1970s. And it's like I started to wonder, like, is this what all the coins look like? And it's like, no. Most of them are much better done. 200 different varieties just for the 60s. That's a lot. The year 1960. just 1960s. And there are some awesome varieties for 1960s too. Like I didn't know about all the small over large and large over small. You know, you have just, you know, the 1960 P and D. There's like the four, you know, two small dates, and two large dates. This one looks like it's damaged. I don't think. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that's just damage, or do you think that's like a partially clipped planchet? Yeah, I've seen some of the 1960s, some of those different varieties go for like a huge amount of money. I saw this beautiful, I think it was like a small over large state proof, or no, not a proof. It was a small over large state business strike, I believe, and it was and it had like the coolest looking RPM, like one of the coolest looking RPMs I've ever seen. Apparently, they did something in the 1960s right, at least as far as coin enthusiasts are concerned. Um, Whatever they did, apparently they were having fun. Maybe they were doing it there for a while. But yeah, I have a lot of 1960s. I have a roll of 1960 proofs too, which we will get to. Somebody was trying to buy it off of me the other day, and I told them like, I told them I would sell it to them, but I want to make a video of it first and look through everything, and they kind of stopped responding after that. I think they wanted to search it themselves, but for the most part, I usually just sell the rolls the way I, you know, find them after going through them. So they could have just seen a preview and probably decided if they wanted it or not by watching the video. Yeah, that one, I think it was like an MS64 that I saw up at auction. It was graded by PCGS. I think that one went for like $400. But it seems like the small over large state, I can't remember if it's small over large state or large over small. I believe there's both. Um, but I've seen some of them go, I feel like, for like $1,000. I think they were like proof 68, but just some really, really nice coins. You know, it's like you look at them and they're not just the run-of-the-mill errors. A lot of them are really cool. Apparently, yeah, they were doing something in 1960. They were having fun at the mint. The mint must have been the place. I'll have to jump in my time machine and go have some fun with those guys. And I was able to pick up a 1970s small date, a proof one today. I believe it's my first proof small date. I think I had a proof 64, but this one I believe was a proof 68 cam. And so I think it's the second one I've ever had, but it's like way, way, way better. And so I was pretty psyched about that. And so now I need to get a business strike 1970s so that I can compare coins that I think might be a small date to it. But I didn't even think I was gonna win the 1970s small date today. Like, I think it said it was like $180 or $190 PCGS value. And I had already pretty much maxed out the amount that I was going to allow myself to bid today. So I wasn't even going to bid on it because I was like, there's no reason, but I was like, it's still at $23. Like maybe, like no one, I like won everything that I bid on today. And it was kind of like, is there a coin show today? Where is everybody? It was like one of those days where I'm like, I'm gonna have to cut myself off of bidding here because no one else is winning anything. But I got the 1970s small date for $56, I think. It's like a proof 68 cameo. Perhaps I looked at the price guide wrong, but I believe it was like $180, $190 coin. But that kind of stuff just keeps happening to me. I don't know if it's the pandemic, if it's the end of the month, what's going on, but I keep getting all these like $150, $200 coins for like 50 bucks. And ordinarily that's great, but when it keeps happening, I'm like, it kind of scares me. Yeah, I love the 1960 small date from Philadelphia just in general. It's like I have tons of all the other minor varieties. But the 1960 Philadelphia small date, I feel like it sells out like instantly whenever I buy one for my store. People love them. It's like the D on this one looks kind of interesting. Okay, it's not, yeah, I was meaning to go back and check on that small date. But yeah, it's graded by PCGS. It looked really good. I had bought from the seller before, and they had got, a lot of my really high grade proofs I got from this person. And so they're definitely like a legit seller. Sometimes I'll get these scores off of people, and it'll be like somebody with just a few feedback, and I guess I kind of understand why that happens. It's like a little bit of doubling on the edge of the memorial there. You bought a 5-ounce silver round for 100? That's awesome. Well, that's the thing too with some of these higher price coins. With some of the higher price coins, like not everybody has the money, and so when things go up for auction, normally there's people to bid on these things. But like today, say if there had been a couple more coins like that today, I would have been, to the point where I was like, I can't spend anymore, and I would have just had to watch them go by. I had already won, I think I got 3 1958 Franklin half dollars, proof 67s. I think right before that there were 4 of them up, and I won 3 of them for like $32 a piece, which I think they list for like 65. And so I pretty much got 3 Franklins for half price. So it was just one of those days where like normally I feel like kind of higher price coins around $100, like 50 to 100. I feel like most coins like that end with like between like a 20 and a 25 to 30% margin, kind of like a dealer's margin left on them when they're up for auction. But like pretty much everything today was like going for like 50%, like 40 to 50%, 60% margin. It was like insane. I definitely saw a bunch of 5-ounce rounds up today, and I didn't even pay attention to them. Maybe I should have, but at the same time, score for you. I've never bought one before. They look really cool, and they probably feel really nice in the hand. Yeah, eBay's been very generous. I mean, at the same time, while I won a bunch of stuff, I had 2 sales. I probably had the slowest day on eBay in a month. I think I had like $40 of sales. kind of hence the reason I was like, okay, I need to slow down on my bidding. I mean, here, for all I know, I've been on here and I have had a $500 day. Let me check this out. I'll check that out later. Somebody's offering on an old proof coin, but not good enough that I'm like, let me go take care of that. I can't remember where I was on this one. But yeah, a slow day on eBay, but you know, slow day for sales and awesome day for auctions. I mean, yeah, if, you know, sometimes random coins like that, like I feel like coins that are between like $100 and $200, sometimes on eBay you're able to get them for like a steal. Just the amount of people that are watching that have $100 to $200 to just drop on a coin is less than the amount of people that, you know, are buying like $20, $30 coins. I've definitely, like the Franklin half dollars and Kennedy's I've been a little steeper. The Franklin half dollars, I've been picking up like deal after deal. And honestly, I don't mind sharing that with you guys because I've been buying up too many of them that it's tying up all my other money. Like I didn't have any Franklin half dollars like a month ago. I just started buying them, and then it's like, you know, I look at the prices and I look at what they're selling, and I just, whatever part of me that sees a deal and has to buy it. And I need to like slow down. You know, I'm used to buying just small and large cents and basically being able to buy every single one that comes up that I want. But now that I'm into nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, and dollars, it's really messing with my game where I kind of like have to like, I kind of like bid on too much stuff, and I have to like kind of like back up. Check the 9. Let's check the 9. Yeah, the Kennedys are intense. Seen anything you like? Is it the end? Is it the tip? Stop. I stopped. Try not to move. That's what happens when I drink a bunch of coffee and tea. What are you seeing, Paul? Try to get a better angle. It's all fidgety. Is it extra thick? Is it the way it has like a little tip that points out? So I'll give you guys a warning. It looks like I think we are less than 10 coins here. I know that until I get another microscope or another camera on the coins, you guys can't see how big the pile is. You get a picture, my friend? Okay. Well, thank you for saying something so we can check it out. Move this one here. Yeah, but I had no idea. Um, I had no idea what beasts all the Kennedys were there. Um, like, just totally no idea. Like, you know, it's like, I think one of the reasons I started to check out Kennedy half dollars was just because of, you know, when I watch all the different coin roll hunting ones where everybody's, you know, really, you know, it seems like most or a lot of the big coin roll hunting channels are half dollars, and so I was like, seems like a lot of people are into half dollars. Like, why? And so I thought I would, you know, take a closer look at them and try collecting them. And then I looked at how many were kind of out there and about, and it's like a lot harder. There's like just doesn't seem to be as many, you know, there are a lot out there, but they're really expensive. Just everybody seems to love their Kennedy half dollars, to the point where, you know, I'm buying and selling MS 63, 64 half dollars that mostly coins of those grades, modern ones I wouldn't be touching for wheat cents. There're just not that many people interested in collecting them. So it's been really interesting to me. I guess with a half dollar, I'm guessing it's harder to get a higher grade half dollar because there's more surface area to them to get damaged. But I'm not 100% sure why the prices are a bit higher on them, other than that, other than there's more people that are interested in them collecting them. Like, I saw Accredited Coins was selling a bunch of his, and I was seeing them sell for like $350. And I was like, wow, I thought that, you know, he just got lucky on some sales, put them up for high, but then I started to, you know, check out the numbers, how much they were worth, and his prices weren't that high. They were pretty good. It's kind of interesting lines on the 0 there, or the 1. Maybe backtrack to that. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of machine doubling tonight. Maybe that's all it is. It just seemed a little bit higher than most of the machine damage that we see. But yeah, I sure do pick an interesting time also to start buying, you know, Kennedys and Franklins and stuff. It's like I could have been buying into them when the price of silver was low, and now I'm buying into them when the price is going up. But I've been trying to buy, you know, for the numismatic value price rather than the silver price. So I think it's probably about what it was before the price started to go up on silver. And I'm also hoping that, you know, if like silver does go up to like, you know, like $40, $50 an ounce here in the future, I feel like it'll bring up all the lower priced numismatic half dollars and stuff, all the silver coins. Like, I feel like the half dollars will pretty much, you know, they'll eventually like hit their numismatic value, and then they'll get pushed up by their silver value. That is my hope. So I think we got like 3 more coins here tonight. But tomorrow night I will have some 1964 Ps. I don't know if there's as many cool things with them, but perhaps we'll have better luck. I think that's just the mint cello. So there kind of looked like there was a line above. Okay, yeah, that disappeared. Does anybody know any other channels that are still on that are worth recommending to everybody? Because I've never done a raid here before, but I'm actually like remembering that that's a thing that people do sometimes. If anybody has a friend who is streaming or knows another channel that's on, and anyone wants to participate in a raid, I would be happy to try to facilitate that. And I can hop on and see if there's anyone on mine. I don't know of anyone offhand that is. We've got a couple more coins, so I'll wait to hear if anybody has any ideas here. Because it's been done to me once or twice before, and I think it would be super fun to do it to someone else. Even if it was just me doing a solo raid. And give me something to do after we finish with these coins, because I don't know what the plan is next. So yeah, I believe the next roll that we will look at on the stream will be the 1964 P. I believe it will be tomorrow night. Take a closer look at this one. Like maybe if we got a little bit of toned, a little bit of color on the D. I'm not sure how many other coin channels go this late, but I'm sure there must be some more. A little bit of machine doubling on the S and the F here. We'll go check that out a little bit closer, just make sure we're not missing anything. I believe it's all just machine damage. Let me check something out real quick. Nope. Or at least no one on my list here. Well, I tried. I was going to see if we can raid someone else. If anybody has anybody that they would like me to send a link to, let me know. But I don't have anybody on my list That's a coin channel. But thank you everybody for being here tonight. Thank you 710 is Oil Upside Down for being here tonight. Thank you Paul Hampton for being here tonight. Let me know about that 9 and if that was anything special. Thank you William Voss Gaming for being here tonight. I will be wishing you becoming a YouTube partner. Thank you Logan's Coins for being here tonight. Hope to see you again in the future. Hope you got something nice in that mail. And thank you Future Time Travelers Coin Exchange for being here tonight. Nice of you to visit me in the past. Oh, Blue Sandy, thank you for being here tonight. You were quiet tonight. Just anything, anywhere to send the love, to give people something to do. And maybe I would find a new channel that I'd never seen before. Yeah, thank you again, William Voss Gaming. Thank you, Blue Sandy, for being here tonight. And I hope you guys enjoyed the roll. I'll have another one for you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Metal Detecting with Austin Simpson, for being here tonight. I hope your finger heals quickly so you can get to doing some more hunting. And hope you're doing well, Blue Sandy. You're usually not this quiet, but I wish you a good night, and thanks so much for joining us. So yeah, thank you everybody. I wish you guys a good night, and I'll see you all in the future. Good night for now.